This episode is rated M for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed on this show are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect those of the PFC Entertainment Network or any of the affiliates that make this show possible.
This is the Pure Fury Creations Entertainment Network.
Welcome to episode 157 of Creepy Soup on the PFC Entertainment Network. I am Jill.
And I'm Judi.
You're what? Judi the what?
The Hump Trophy.
Just let you know, Jason loves that. He thinks it's hilarious, and we're thinking that could be a shirt.
Oh, yes.
The Hump Trophy. So, if you watch the beginning stuff, the rated M and all that, you should notice that we have a new intro. Jason threw that together for us. We're very, very happy with it. I think that's actually the third one he did. Because I was telling him, like, if we could take the music of this one and combine it, and I think he did excellent.
Yeah.
I think he did excellent. So thank you for that, Jason. We love it.
Yeah.
Sorry it's been so long. Life is just lifing lately. It's doing its thing, that's for sure. That's for sure. But we're happy to be back and doing our thing. Why are you giggling over there? You little psycho. Psycho with the good hair. I still want to know where you get your hair from, because it sure as the fuck ain't for me. My hair's been up all day. I still look like I played in a fucking windstorm. Like, what the fuck happened to me?
I don't know.
I look insane. Yeah, I don't know where she gets her hair from. Like, it's real. It's all real. Watch. No, I'm kidding. It got all tangled up. That's all real. That's all her hair. And if you do have extensions, you do very well at hiding the fact that you have extensions.
I couldn't afford extensions.
Fuck no, not those.
No.
Yeah.
It's 100% real, guys.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm so fucking jealous of your hair. So, how are you?
Good.
I feel off. I feel like something's off. Like that. I don't know. Something. Maybe I'm just really fucking tired today. It's been a really exciting day. I got a couple of packages in the mail today. I got some candles. I got my favorite fragrance, Superstition 13. Oh my god. I still smell good, guys. I look like shit, but I smell amazing. So there's that. I got that, and then I went to go see Christy, and she and her husband, it's been a while, went to New Orleans.
Jealous.
I know, right? I know.
I'm jealous. She didn't put me in her back pocket.
I know. She brought me back some souvenirs.
Oh,
She brought
weasel.
me back an authentic voodoo doll. I'm so excited. I'm excited. And then she brought me back like the masquerade mask thing with some feathers. And I wanted to put it on the fridge, but I know your hump trophies, they would have the feathers all over the place. Then she got me a boo bag, which was so cute. I was not, and then gave me a t-shirt. She ordered an extra, and it says, hang in there, it gets worse.
It really does.
So,
It really does.
I was fucking lucky today. It was, oh, and then we went to that farm and got donuts. Donuts. It was Lehman's Green Apple Barn. I love their donuts. Anyway.
Should we all leave you alone for a second?
Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, other than that.
Yeah, life's been just lifing.
Yeah. Okay, so merch, before we get too far into it, if you want Creepy Soup merch, it's pfccreepysoup.printify.me. If you want PFC merch, that's pfcstore.printify.me. And if you want the fall, oh shit, that's pfcfall2025.printify.me.
Talk about it, huh?
There's football jerseys, there's yard banners, there's, well, you saw the beanie that she had, we both have. Mine's finally one that fits my little ass head, but I wear glasses, so then it pushes my glasses, and then so it'll be one of them days when I'm out, when I'm not driving and I don't have to wear my glasses, so I can wear my beanie and be all cute. Yeah, there's more stuff I want to get. I want to get a thing for the wall back here.
We've been saying that
I know. Exactly. Excuse me. But those are the places. Yeah. I miss burping babies. Not really. Yeah, so that's where you can get merch. There's really cool shit. And I do know, I think it's very soon. Maybe, I don't remember exactly what day the holiday one is coming out. Remember last year Jason went all out for the Christmas store?
Yeah. Probably after Halloween.
Yeah, maybe he said November 1st, maybe he said November 15th. I really don't remember. The last couple of days have been really, with her grandma is in the hospital, and it was pretty scary. Sorry. It was pretty scary. So, yeah, that's kind of been front burner the last couple of days. Shall we look tomorrow? Do we have anything else? I don't. Just, obviously, like, comment, share, follow, socials, all that good stuff. Creepy Soup, Facebook page. We have a Creepy Soup TikTok. That's, I believe, at the Real Creepy Soup Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see our beautiful faces. Probably not, but have you watched or listened to the latest episode of This Day in the 1980s?
Uh-uh.
Oh, I did a birthday shout out for you.
You know what? I have had a busy couple weeks, okay?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Yeah, you've had a rough couple weeks too. It's just been I posted something on Facebook the other day about this October is not Octobering the way an October should
No,
October.
it is not.
It's just, but this is our Halloweenish episode, I guess. I'm kind of hoping we can drop a surprise one between now and then. We will keep you posted on that. So I think we can just get into it. I really wanted to do some haunted asylums. Don't look at me like that. Do not do it.
She just wishes she could be in one.
Honey, I am in one. This place is fuck. Oh yeah, let's get into that. Oh yeah, she's got her beautiful cup from Chris K. Is it? Right?
Yeah.
And I got my bottle from Dr. P. Oh, will you do me a favor? Will you go grab the one I just asked you to put out in the kitchen?
Oh, jeez.
This one.
Uh-oh.
Judi, take your show first. I got too much stuff on
Okay.
Come on.
Yeah.
A guy at work, he is a co-worker of mine, and if you follow any of Jason's shows, he's also obviously a co-worker of Jason. He does cups.
He just washed him.
He is. Obviously, this also has a lid of a straw, but I seen this. One, what really got me is, it's kind of breast cancer-ish, because it says that in October we wear pink, and then it's got like all the girly of the horror movie character. Look at Frida Krueger, isn't she gorgeous? And then that one, don't know who it is, but everything on here that's white glows in the dark. I fucking love this cup.
I'm just gonna put it right here for now.
Okay, hand me the other one, because that's the first one I got from him. His name. I gotta look up his name. I feel terrible. Of course, it's horror themed. It's got the Friends logo, and it's got all of the
Like the Scooby-Doo gang.
yeah, you know, you got your Jason and Michael Myers and Ghostface and all of them in the Mystery Machine, and then my favorite one that I've got from him, same size, and it has the Billy Loomis scene where he's licking the bloody fingers because I'm skeet. Oh.
I'd say something, but I won't. Oh, inappropriate.
Yeah, please don't. We don't need all that. We don't need all that. So I figured. Oh yeah, went off on the whole haunted thing, and then you started making out with your cup. So the other morning, we were woken up. Me and Dad were woken up because we heard something fall. I thought it was one of the kids out on the porch, but kids were at school, so it wasn't them. And then Dad said, no, I think it came from the closet. Well, there was nothing in the closet that was moved or fallen over or anything like that.
That you could see.
No, it was not the closet. It was in front of the closet. When we went on vacation, all my makeup went into a Ziploc bag. And I've been too fucking lazy to put it back in my makeup case. And I really should, because it's such a pain in the ass. Well, that had fallen probably, it's 3 inches from the edge of the thing it's on, plus like 6 inches back. And it fell almost a foot away from where it is. And I didn't notice it until I looked down and some of my makeup had spilled out. And I'm like, how did that happen? I'm like, oh, that's what we heard the other day. Plus we have motion lights in the closet. And sometimes you gotta be like right there before it goes off. Mm-hmm. And it'll go off in the middle of the night. I wouldn't say constantly. It happens way more often than it should. Especially when I'm trying to fucking sleep. Leave me alone at that point. Just leave me alone. So I had some Ring cameras, and I set one up.
Yeah,
So,
have you gotten anything?
so far, no. But it was pretty quiet last night, so I think they know they're being watched. And that, because I'm going to tell you, the Ring cameras have caught some shit.
Tell them about when you were in the kitchen all by yourself.
Yeah, I was in the
dishes.
kitchen all by myself. She had did the dishes, and I have an over the sink dish rack, and it's got this bar that has like these S hooks on it, and that's where you can put your like spatulas and utensils and stuff. If it's got a hole, oh my god, I need my things. They're terrible. If it's got like the hole in it, you can hang it up there, and they're secure. Like,
Yeah.
that's never happened in the whole history of me having that. Which has been about 6 years I've had it.
Yeah, it's time for a new one.
It is. It really is. It's time for a new one. But I'm really spoiled by that, so I have to get another one of those.
Yeah.
And I'm standing there, and all of a sudden I hear a noise, but it almost sounded like, my husband has like a tumbler with it's a water bottle, and I thought he set it on the counter to get ice. He got up to go to the bathroom or something. No, that's not what happened. So what do? I'm like, well, that had to be on camera. So I look it up, and sure enough, I'm standing there, and at that point I didn't even realize anything was in the sink. A spatula had fallen off of one of these hooks into the sink. That was it. Nothing else fell.
Yeah, but in the video you could see it lift.
Yeah, you
up.
can see it come out and lift. One of these days I'm going to have to do like a little compilation of all the little things that I've got. But are you playing with your nose ring?
Yeah, my nose ring. No.
Oh, picking at your lip.
Yeah, my lip.
I'm going to have to do a compilation of like the paper towel holder thing falling over and like all the orbs that go up into the ceiling. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I was just trying to.
Yeah, because that one, when I caught all those orbs going up to the ceiling,
Yeah, that shit's
it was synchronized. It was like one went up to a certain point, and then another one goes up, and then
Yeah.
another one goes up. It's so weird. The way I've never seen anything like that. And the reason I was trying to see, because I have my Alexa in the kitchen. Well, there's
Spell
also
it.
one right there,
Gotta
and I
spell
don't,
it.
and I don't want it going off, and I don't want to set yours off if you're listening at home. And I wanted to see if I could activate it through the Ring camera. I don't know, the weird shit you do at 1 a.m, right? And we kept listening because it sounded like somebody whispering right next to the camera. And then we're watching orbs. They were not bugs. They were not bugs. I promise you, the way they're moving, they're not bugs. They're all nice and...
You can definitely tell the difference between.
Yes, these are perfectly round orbs. So, you know me, and I'm a smart ass. I would definitely have to cut this out if I ever made it public, because when I was trying to activate the thing in the kitchen, I said, "Bleep, poop, noodle."
What?
There's a song called Poop Noodle.
Oh, bitch.
It's funny. Anyway. But I'm gonna have to do a compilation, like cut out the parts where the fucking good shit happens, and just make, I don't know, maybe we can make that a little extra Halloween treat. I'll figure out how to cut clips and all that stuff. I'm not good at that, to be completely honest with you, but we'll figure it out. So on that note, I wanted to do some haunted asylums now that we're like 17 minutes into some bullshit.
It was decent bullshit.
It
Guys.
Yes, it was decent bullshit. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. I've got some notes, because, again, lifes. And so I'm going to have to refer to the website, which is the same one you used before, the U.S. Ghost Adventures. I love their...
That is my shit when I want to look at paranormal stuff.
Yeah,
that is my shit.
Very good. But I do have some stuff written down, and I use new pens. Oh. We have a pen problem.
Very, very much so.
Now, I shouldn't do this. I should not do this. So, I ordered these pens from a company called TTX Stationery, I believe it is. And they, I was getting the packages preparing your order. Then I get an email and a text from them telling me that the order is delayed. It would be quicker if I pick a different color. Well, I picked the black set. No big deal. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck what color they are. Just
as long as it's
blue.
right.
Send me blue. Blue's fine. So then I get the notification that my order has been delivered, and I get home, and it's not what I ordered. So I messaged them and told them this isn't what I ordered, and they said there should have been a note included that because of your delay, this was our gift to you. It was 10 amazing gel pens. Amazing. I split them with her. And then they sent me a new tracking number. And, I even told them, your customer service is amazing. You should teach a seminar. They were amazing. I got my pens yesterday. Happy as a fucking clam. And they took great notes.
Yes.
So, the first one, we are going to, again, it's a couple different haunted asylums. And the information, again, is from usghostadventures.com. And the first one is the Torrance State Hospital. It is off of exit Route 22, 45 miles east of Pittsburgh. And there stands the remnants of Torrance. Jesus, I can't even read my own writing. State Hospital. It opened to patients on November 25th. The next day, well, definitely not the next day. 60-some years later. Anyway.
Words are hard, guys.
Nope. I'm losing my mind. 11/25 in 1919, the mental facility opened, but it was at that time known as the Western State Hospital for the Insane. They were blunt back then. Yeah. They were fucking blunt. The name change to Torrance came in 1923, so after it had been open 4 years. Torrance was an up-to-date modern facility that used up-to-date methods for treating disorders. But, let's be fair, they were still very torturous procedures. Lobotomies were regularly performed, and often the patient would become vegetative. So, straight up not a good time. Torrance was built as part of the cottage plan, meaning multiple buildings were different buildings, and they housed
different kinds of
patients, and they were also treated in the same, so they weren't transported from this building to this building for treatments and then back or anything like that. Where you lived is where you got your treatments. So it kind of is almost like a campus type thing, different buildings. You get the gist. Treatment and housing were done under one roof. They also used the farm. It was a lot of acreage. I don't know if I have the exact amount of acreage. But a lot of acres. They part of their treatment, slave labor, if you ask me, what they planted and harvested crops. They were really self-sustaining. They had animals that they raised and slaughtered on site. But it makes me wonder, who slaughtered the animals? Was it the patients, or was it, staff? Or did they have, a an on-site butcher. I don't know how these things work. But they had a piggery. I've never heard of that before. They had a cannery. And they had their own laundry facility, which I'm sure they had patients doing the laundry. Horses were kept and used as necessary transportation and also for hauling wagons. And at that point, the inpatient population was over 3,300 people. Because it was secluded, patients were kind of able to walk freely amongst the grounds and along the campuses. In 1953, tuberculosis patients were admitted to the Graff building. During the epidemic, death was a daily occurrence. The dark energy from all of the death and the, like, I've never had tuberculosis, obviously, but my understanding is it's a very agonizing, slow death.
Yeah.
So imagine that, like, seeping through the walls of this building. And because of that, they feel that this is the most haunted site on the Torrance campus. Some of the hauntings include spirits are seen walking the grounds, and it could be intelligent spirits or residual, like just reliving their daily lives, not knowing. And they do say, and I don't know why, they don't go into detail, but they say really disturbing their routine is not recommended. When this happens, I guess I did say, cars have stalled when approaching a spirit. And there are other pranks that happen. Now I'm going to have to refer to the site. One of the pranks was, where'd it go? Turning windshield wipers backward. That's like one of those, if you were breaking up with somebody, what would you take to inconvenience them? That would be a good one.
Pour sugar in the gas tank too?
No, don't do that. That, I wouldn't do. Look, as it says in the beginning, opinions are not backed by anybody. So take that as you may. It just says, as inviting as it may seem to join these spirits on their, their little route.
Their little adventures.
Yeah. It is better to let them just do it on their own. Don't join them. There are ghost hunters that are bold enough to ignore the genuine possibility of criminal trespassing. Which I'm sure many of you know, if you go to a haunted site and there's a no trespassing sign, do yourself and everyone else a favor.
Turn around.
And do not trespass. Because I'm sure some of them places that get all the looky-loos get sick of it, and they're gonna... Don't do it.
Yeah, just turn around.
Just don't do it. So, some of these ghost hunters have reported the presence of a little girl. Most of the time, she makes herself known by sound, which is laughter. But on occasion, teams have had terrifying encounters with her. Sometimes she can be seen peeking from broken glass, of one of the windows in the Renner building. She watches people walk down the dirt road that leads to the building. She's been known to tap on windows. I don't like that. On the inside of the building, the apparition manifested to eyewitnesses and she motioned them to follow her.
It's a trap.
You okay?
Yeah. I got a really bad cramp. I'm sorry.
She wants to lead them into a room where the floor has caved in.
It's a trap.
So she's an asshole. If you refuse to follow her, she smiles an evil grin and disappears. Psychics feel that she is not actually the spirit of a deceased little girl, but rather a demonic entity that has taken the form of a little girl to lure people to do what she wants.
Why does that sound like Aubrey?
I don't know, but I thought the same fucking thing. Oh, shit.
That's funny.
So it does say, find yourself in oh my god, this fucking piece of hair is driving me nuts. So I'm gonna hide it with my glasses. That's better. So if you if you're in this facility in the middle of the night and you see a little girl in a tidy little dress, just leave.
Run.
Just leave. Now here are some others that in the Grand Administration Building. The administration building was a scene of 4 decades of hospital activity. Okay, now this is just really weird to me. I'm gonna shave it off. When you see me next, I'm gonna be bald. Loud noises.
Now she's gonna look like a fucking penis.
Right. With eyeballs. Loud noises and sounds of like distant conversation have been widely reported in the administration building. Elevators are known to just do what they want, open at will. Doors slam throughout the empty building. Witnesses say when they step in, it's almost like it's a fully operational, active building because of like the buzz around you. Yeah.
Fuck that.
Right. I mean, look, if I'm with a group, would I go in there completely alone? Absolutely the fuck not. Would I go in there with a group? Sure. A group of people I trusted, there's about 6 of you that I'd be like, yes, let's do this. So I guess the only difference is that the building was completely empty, even though there's all this buzzing of activity around people.
Fuck that.
Orbs have been photographed in this building, a possible glimpse of otherworldly energy. In the boiler house, it's got a big brick smokestack. It has reports of silvery shadows whisking. This is going to be a direct quote because there's no way I can make this my own. Silvery shadows whisking like spectral fog, moving throughout the building's bowels.
What the fuck is What is spectral fog? What is that?
Like ghost fog. Like, it looks like smoke or like, just shut up.
But I had questions.
People can hear the sounds of men working with like heavy hammers and pounding on metal. Scraping of steel. That I think would just make my teeth go, ah! I don't like it. I don't like it. It has all the residual energies of people still doing what
Their
they,
thing.
doing their job. In the Dyfert building was once the residence hall. Many patients lived through the years. It is now abandoned, which I'm gonna just assume this whole fucking building is abandoned.
I would agree.
So I don't know why I keep saying it's now abandoned. We know. We got this. However, at least one resident is there. And And she is living in her old room at the end of the hall. Before it even closed the doors, nurses who worked there, obviously before the place shut down, would report seeing this older woman's ghost. And she had died years earlier. But she still walks the halls of this building. So
That's terrifying.
look, two terrifying things are ghost kids and old ghosts. Not old ghosts, but like ghosts that look. Do you get what I'm saying?
Ghosts
like,
of the elderly.
That's it. People say that she's not a terrifying presence. It just like, you see it kind of gives you like a little, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, a little jolt of what the fuck. A little jolt of what the fuck. And if you're at the desk and she's like zipping past you at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
My guess is the third shift staff wore Depends. Or something like it. Because
They would have had to.
Because, yeah. Sometimes they would hear the sound of her rocking chair in the dead of night. And the room was vacant at the time. So it's not like a current resident was in that room and in the rocking chair. No, it was an unoccupied room. And she was in there.
Oh, it was occupied, alright.
Yeah. And of course when they go to look to see what's going on, they don't see anything because she was at this point playing hide and seek. So other buildings stand empty and slowly like rotting, crumbling. The majority of the hospital began closing in the late 60s, and now the campus stands testament to the medical procedures of the past. It does say that most of the buildings are sealed off, and just not a good time. I don't know what's another one you want to like look through.
Oh wait.
Oh, that's fine.
Stop it.
Okay.
That one looks creepy.
Okay. This one just picked. And again, I'm just going to be going through and like reading you the good shit because I don't have notes. The name of this one is Forest Haven Asylum. And the picture of it looks terrifying.
That's fine.
It's just old stairs. And I don't know. So it opened in 1925 to serve residents of the District of Columbia. It was once a promise of hope in treating children that were oh my god, handicapped or mentally ill. You know where I'd be right now? It had over 30 buildings on its campus.
Holy fuck.
And the inmates, as they were called, were kind of like the other place. They were taught valuable skills like a communal farm colony, and that provided a sense of community and some training. The Sting of Beauty only lasted a couple of decades. Then it takes a turn for, the worst. So I'm going to read this. Forest Haven was a live-in facility for children and adults with intellectual or physical disabilities located in Laurel, Maryland. It was meant to serve the residents of the surrounding area and D.C. You don't need no window security. It sat on nearly 300 acres, and at its peak, it housed like 1,000 patients. It began to decline in the 1960s. Funding was cut, and the population began to include people with non-intellectual disabilities, including people with epilepsy. So yes, I would have been there. I grew out. I grew out of my epilepsy. In 1974, Forest Haven took in kids from a nearby orphanage, and a lawsuit followed in 1976. Families of patients pushed for residents to go live in group homes, and they did. This facility continued to operate and even allowed a physician with a suspended license to practice there. Justice finally came between 1981 and 1991, prior to the closure. Justice Department began kind of keeping track. Probably had some tick marks on the wall of deaths that occurred from aspiration pneumonia, which is the result of, and you and I both know this from working in homes, improper feeding procedures. Yeah. There were also accounts of physical, sexual, and mental abuse at the facility. Obviously, it is abandoned, but is cared for by the United States Park Police. People explore there. But be careful if you do this. Again, I don't know if it says there's no trespassing signs. We discussed this last time. Same applies here. Asbestos has been removed. The hospital equipment, desk, beds, toys, and medical records remain. So abuse at Forest Haven. Let's talk about that a little bit, because this always pisses people off. As the funds dried up, the asylum kind of started to just not be a great place. Recreational programs were done away with, because that's always the first thing when funding goes. Staff was reduced, and for the cheaper labor, replaced by underqualified staff, and obviously doctors who didn't have their medical license anymore. And because of this, things get worse as the years go by. It quickly grew beyond its means, and many residents spent their days just pacing empty rooms. This is directly from a Washington Post story from the mid-70s. Ooh, excuse me. Workers here, this is a direct quote, workers here, because of frustration and lack of help, tend to abuse patients. Residents. Of all of our residents, I'd add some 400 don't belong here. In many incidents, the facility is contributing to the handicap of, and I hate to use this word, retardation. End of quote. As it just said, they took their frustrations out on the patients. Physically and sexually abused, as it mentioned before. The only attention the patients received, as many began to die due to neglect. So really, if they weren't abusing the patients, they weren't giving them any attention at all. Dead bodies would be passed through the basement morgue. Why are morgues always in the basement? That is a question I've always had. Morgues in the hospital, basement. I don't, okay. Apparently in asylums, basement. I don't know. And they would be buried in an unmarked field. Hundreds of patients died. I would probably say it was more than hundreds. Reading this. And due to one report, some were even used in medical experiments. Nope. Prior residents have been reported as being hit with belts, baseball bats, switches. A lot dental issues were commonly reported, such as missing teeth. Many residents who died and were taken to the field were not given a proper burial. They were actually put in mass graves. Lovely. And there was only one headstone. All of them. And that with only one headstone, okay, families of the deceased put the headstone there and said that there was 389 patients that were there in that mass grave. That is horrible. And some graves have even been uncovered because of erosion, like, weather-related shit. Mayor Vincent Gray, director of the D.C. Department of Human Services at the time, told of one memory he could just not forget, and this is going to be a direct quote. The place was inhumane. It was a very negative experience. Gray told the Washington Examiner, adding that his most vivid memory of Forest Haven was seeing nude residents paraded outdoors to be hosed down by staff members. Is that not disgusting?
Ugh. I don't understand how anybody could do that to another person. I just don't.
I'm not saying I understand it, but these people were probably underpaid and overworked.
I don't care.
And I'm not saying it's right. I'm not at all trying to say, like, hey, what they did was okay because they were underpaid. Because, trust me, that's not a perk of your job. At all. But, I mean, you get frustrated with people, what's the first thing you want to do? You want to fucking smack them. And then, okay, I got away with it. So now when I'm frustrated, they're punching bags. And I don't even want to get into the rest. Okay, so you can just imagine. This was a fucking good one, but it sucks at the same time. So thank you for picking this one. As the site, the site of one of the top 10 worst cases of institutional abuse in the United States. Forest Haven was all but a sanctuary. I don't know. To me, a sanctuary is safe. That's not safe. So visitors to the facility, of course, they report apparitions, orbs, disembodied yelling, groans, probably the typical things that you would see and hear when it was open and active. People are also often touched by unseen cold hands, which really, not at this particular moment, but usually my hands are fucking cold. The Garden of Eternal Rest is the most active, with colorful orbs all over. And people say there is an overall feeling of dread for anyone who kind of steps onto the mass grave. The earthly possessions of patients seem to be attaching them to this land, so I'm guessing there's still stuff inside. These were packed with the worldly possessions. Oh, is this the place? I think we talked about it before. There was a book called Suitcases in the Attic or something like that. And it was about suitcases from a mental facility. Maybe this was it. I don't know. I read that book after doing my training for group homes. And oh my god. Terrible. So the possessions tell stories, basically, of who these people were, things that they deemed important, teddy bear, family photo. So in conclusion, a small bronze plaque at the entryway to the administration building reads, quote, "Yet while I live, let me not live in vain." It doesn't, other than what I just said, it really doesn't talk too much about hauntings that are there, just the orbs, apparitions, disembodied crones and shit like that. That does not sound like a very fun place at all.
Uh-uh.
Let's see. I know watching the Tennessee Wraith Chasers, they have kind of become a new addiction. I fucking love them. Chris, if you're watching this, but they did Rolling Hills, I think, and I think that's in Pennsylvania. Let me look that up. But there's a spirit of, I think he had gigantism, and his name's Roy.
That's fun.
Oh wait. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that book up, because that Rolling Hills Asylum, that one was, that was a crazy episode of all the hauntings and everything that they got. Where's it at? New York. It's in East Bethany, New York. That one was really good. The only thing I don't like about that show is how they try to trap ghosts. That's the only thing that fucking irks me.
How does one do that?
You don't.
Have you ever seen 13 Ghosts?
Yeah.
Obviously, if there's a will, there's a way.
Okay. You're so adorable.
I know.
So, anywho.
Anywho,
I think that's all we got. I think listen to me stammer through two of them was plenty for people. I'm very, very sorry. I was not better prepared. She has notes. We're going to be doing recording again tomorrow. Okay. And that one, I'm sure, will be much better.
4 pages of notes, guys.
Good. That's what we like to hear. So on that note, you definitely will be seeing this before Halloween. So have a safe Halloween. What's your favorite Halloween candy?
Racist. Everybody knows that.
You'd be surprised.
Anything, honestly, anything chocolate, like Reese's or Snickers. I love almond joys. Kit Kat. Oh, Payday has chocolate paydays.
No shit.
I fucking love those. Those are like.
Nina loves those.
I don't like the regular paydays. I like the chocolate.
I like both.
I don't know.
I like both.
Chocolate's my favorite. Chef's kiss.
But here's the thing with the chocolate paydays. You'll see them, and then they fucking disappear. You won't.
People buy them all out.
You won't. No, I'm saying for years. You won't see them for years.
Well, like, they've been like steady this, as of
Yeah.
recent, so.
I can remember not too long ago. Excuse me. Well, maybe a couple of years ago now. Talking to a coworker about chocolate paydays. He's like, they don't exist. I said, yes, the fuck they do. So that weekend I went shopping and got him a chocolate payday. And he was like, I did not know they existed and I love them.
You tried to tell him.
I did.
You just didn't want to believe it.
And now he knows.
No.
Now he knows. You're welcome, Matt.
Fuck out of here.
I know. It's past my bedtime. I need meds. It's fucking past my bedtime.
No
Anyway.
pun intended, but this bitch needs a hug to go.
I do. Some of my best moments are on video in that kitchen. Yep.
Oh, my Lanta.
Alright, so on that note, have a safe and happy Halloween. Don't steal all your kids' candy. They do have to pay tax. They do have to pay candy tax. And don't let your kids be like this one, who took her Halloween candy to work to sell it. Quite a little entrepreneur. I got the phone call.
What the fuck are you talking about?
When, I don't remember, you were in first grade?
Oh, you
And-
gotta hustle.
And you had, I got a call from the principal that you were caught selling your Halloween candy to other children.
Hey,
You don't remember that?
no, I don't, but girls gotta do what a girl's gotta do. It's all about that hustle, man.
Alright, so don't sell your candy, but your kids have to pay candy tax. And that's it. Just be safe and have fun.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
See you next time.